All right. 210. Hey guys, this is Natasha with Latina 210 podcast. Thank you to VodPod Media for housing and producing, and to Latina Podcast Network for having me on your network. I really appreciate it. Guys, if you are listening, go watch, and make sure that you like and subscribe and follow my guest today. If you don't already, because she has thousands and thousands and thousands of followers, but please introduce yourself.
Yes, my name is April Monterrosa, and I'm the publisher of Live from the Southside magazine, and I'm also a radio personality at KLMO 98.9 FM.
Okay. I feel like you have many other hats, though.
Yeah, I usually just mention those two, the main ones.
We have time, girl. List them off. What else do you do?
I'm a children's author. I'm an author.
Yes.
I am a Texas Legislative honoree.
Oh, okay.
I'm also a presidential award recipient.
Yes.
I'm very active on boards here in San Antonio, Texas. So community advocate. I'm a stepmom.
Yes.
And I'm a fiance.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I don't know when that happened, but congratulations. Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So you juggle many hats.
I do.
Now, what made you want to, first of all? What made you want to juggle all these hats or just like collect all of them?
I don't even think there was a want for it. I think that I like to do many things.
Yeah.
And figured out that I can do the many things. So voila, there's the hat collection.
Honestly, same. People are like, how do you do it? I'm like, I don't know, you just do it.
Yeah.
Just say yes to a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And then you're like, how did I get here?
Pretty much, especially when you're having a good time and it feels good. You're helping people.
Yeah.
You're learning. You're exploring.
Yeah. How long have you been in the game?
Gosh, I've been in the media world for probably about 15 years.
Okay.
I started blogging when I owned a spa.
Oh, wow.
So I was in the beauty industry for over 20 years.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I owned a spa for 12.
Okay.
Prior to that, I was in the hotel hospitality industry where I was training aesthetics and massage therapists to, on the protocols of the hotels and retail sales and all that good stuff. And then I launched my own business and I started blogging beauty tips. And then that led into travel. My niche was small Texas towns.
Okay.
So I really didn't have a reach per se here in San Antonio right away. That came years later because I was doing the outside stuff.
Yeah. So how did you build your online community locally?
I think from my beauty business, my clients, they just started keeping in touch with me because you own a business for 12 years, especially in the beauty industry, and you're offering personable services. You know about that.
Sure.
You get to learn about your clients, and you're a part of their life, so they become a part of yours.
Yeah.
And I think it really started with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, out of all the hats that you wear, which one's your favorite?
Ooh, that's hard. I don't know if I have a favorite. Yeah, I think I like the different hats.
Okay.
I mean, who wants to wear the same hat all the time?
It's true. It's boring.
Yeah.
Yeah. To do the same thing. Like, it's like the redundancy of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I grew up in an entrepreneurial family.
Okay.
So life was never 9 to 5. And then my dad was a musician. So I grew up very close in the Tejano scene.
Okay.
Which is funny because my two brothers play instruments and I don't play anything, but I'm on the radio.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I've always grown up with just things always being spontaneous.
Okay.
My parents are still like that.
Yeah.
Not every day is the same.
I love that.
And that's normal.
Yeah.
For my life. Because it's still like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. I have a very similar life. So my kids are like, where are we going? What are we doing? And
Yeah.
I'm like, just come.
Yeah.
You'll see.
That's my stepkids are
Yeah.
like, do we get dressed or do we get dressed?
Yes. I know my kids like, what are we wearing? Yeah. Cool. So, okay, your San Antonio community, you're mostly South Side, but not South Side, right? So you're all over the city.
Yes.
But you push the South Side, right? Or support.
Yes. So my publication and media platform was South Side focused.
Okay.
Because of the lack of positive stories
Right.
in my community. But no, my reach is all over. It's actually all over the U.S. now with my travels that are incorporated into the publication. So I get to highlight my community and also connect them with opportunities via storytelling, whether it's here in the city of San Antonio, on the south side, or throughout Texas and beyond. So it's kind of my publication and platform has been more of a connector, I like to say. It connects people with opportunities.
For sure.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I don't know anybody that doesn't know you or like hasn't worked with you to some capacity, which is great.
Yeah.
Now, you started, and I don't know if you had that intention in mind of, you know, hey, I'm going to have this huge following and help other business owners or other content creators or whatever it is. Or did you have that in mind?
In fact, I never even liked being on camera.
Really?
Like ever. My really old stuff, like, 10 plus years ago, you didn't really see me at all. And it wasn't until my publication came out in 2020, every media outlet, every news station reached out to interview me, and it was during COVID.
Yeah.
And I just closed my business of 12 years, my beauty business.
Because of COVID?
Because of COVID.
Okay.
And my mentor, Lisa, she was like, girl, you don't know what you're going to do. You better get on TV and sell this magazine. I'm like, I have like no plan. This was like a passion project / creative outlet. Cause I mean, I had to let my baby go. My beauty business of 12 years that was doing very well because of COVID. And we didn't know what was going to come after that.
Right. So
I had to get over it. And now I'm speaking on stages to 300 plus people.
Wild. Yeah. And now, I mean, it's almost, I don't know that are you a motivational speaker? Is that how you would describe yourself?
I guess you could say that. I mean, I do speak.
Yeah.
I guess so. Because a lot of the speaking engagements that I do are usually about being a business owner, being Latina, being a female-owned business, my journey, because I am 100% self-made. So, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Do you have any education in business? Or
No.
Nothing?
No, nothing. I went to high school, dabbed a little bit at PAC.
Okay.
And school was not for me. I wanted to join the military.
Okay.
And then I had this really great opportunity in the beauty industry that I'm glad that I took because it led me to the hospitality industry. And that just showed me a whole nother level of clientele.
Okay.
So my beauty business, I think that's why it did so well because of the clientele that I had.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I learned a lot from the people that I was working with that gave me this opportunity. Plus being in management and in a director's position and an educator's position. And then having entrepreneurial knowledge since I was 8.
Wild.
So like I don't know any different than the hustle. Like
Same.
I don't.
Yeah. Same.
I do motivate my stepchildren to get an education, whether it's some kind of technical trade certification or a degree, just have some kind of skill.
Yeah.
Because not everybody has that drive.
Right.
So,
which is odd almost. And I think because I know you and I are both surrounded by people who are full of it, full of drive and passion. And so when I meet people that just aren't, I'm like, but what do you mean? Like, why?
I've met a lot of people, now that I'm in leadership roles, a lot of highly educated people, and they don't have the drive. And then I meet those that don't have an education, and I mean like no high school education, no GED, nothing, and their drive is enough for 10 people. So you never know.
And I think that's the thing too. You can help whoever, but you can't teach passion.
You can't teach passion, and you can't force hustle.
Right.
You can't.
Right.
Yeah.
You got it or you don't.
And that's very frustrating when you see so much potential in talent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you work with people of all walks of life.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I get approached regularly, especially now with my role as a business mentor for the city of San Antonio, for business advice. And now I send them through the programs. If they're serious, no, we're not going to meet for coffee or a drink for 3 hours. And then I see you do absolutely nothing with everything I just shared with you, because I have a family life too.
Right.
Now you're going to go through the program. If you really want to do this, there are programs. There are free programs for that.
Okay.
So that's what I do now.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know that there were free programs.
Oh, yeah.
So that's really interesting.
Yeah.
How do people find these?
They can look it up online.
Okay.
City of San Antonio Business Mentorship Program.
Okay.
And it's for small business owners who they want to grow their business. They're lacking in financial literacy and marketing. It just depends. And then they're paired up with that type of mentor. I'm also working on an initiative right now where Live from the Southside is going to partner with Emerge and Rise.
Okay.
And it's a nonprofit organization that serves underserved communities, small business owners. They put them through cohorts.
Okay.
To pretty much help them, whether they're wanting to start a business from scratch or take it to the next level. So they're going to help with, like, you know, getting their DBA, their LLC, if they need financial literacy, if they need a banker, if they need a CPA, like all of it.
Good.
We don't have that on the South Side.
Okay.
And there's only one of me.
Right. You're like, guys.
So now I feel like I have a team now to be able to make that type of difference with my small business owners on the South Side.
Okay. That's awesome.
With teaming up with this nonprofit.
I love that.
Yeah.
So, and that's already off
Yes,
and
we
running?
actually launch it September 18th.
Okay. Right around the corner.
Yeah. So
Nice.
we're actually working on the press release like today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many times a day do people ask you, or a week? Like, are there multiple of you? How are you getting all this done?
All the time. I have an
Right?
assistant now.
Oh, good.
I have a small team now.
Good.
It's not just me.
Yeah.
I can't anymore.
Right? We've kind of
Yeah.
talked about that
Yeah.
before, because you get invited to everything.
I do, and there's a lot of things that I either will send someone in my place, especially, you know, like my photographer. He's young.
Sure.
He wants to be all in that.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm almost 50. I want to be at home in my PJs with
Yeah.
my dog, with my celebrity dog.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I don't say yes to everything like I used to. You know, I mean, if I want to go somewhere, I just go and do it.
Yeah.
I don't wait for the hookup or the,
Got it.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when did that change, from saying yes or doing things for free to not? Like, what was that crossroads that you're like, you know what? I'm going to say no to everything and I'm going to start being a businesswoman, like hustler.
Gosh. I don't know. It started before my publication.
Okay.
Because I was a business owner already. But then once my publication partnered with KSAT 12 and SA Live, you know, I would get a lot of people who would pitch we know you like to help your community, and we want to help your community with you by doing XYZ.
Okay.
Okay, but I'm part of that community too, and I also am a small business owner. So, like, you're ready to drop X amount of dollars with people I'm leading you to, but you're going to bypass me. When my publication is obviously valuable in the
Right.
city, that it's partnered with multiple organizations and a major media news station. So, yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how do you say that? And I'm asking for me too, because
Okay.
how do you say, like, respectfully, I would love to work with you. However, I got bills to pay.
Exactly that.
That you're like, show me the money.
Respectfully,
Yeah.
you know, these are my rates. I understand everyone has a budget.
Sure.
Let me know what you can do, because every circumstance is different.
Right.
You know, and there's some things that are, you know, near and dear to me. If I see like another Latina business owner, she's starting from scratch. Like, I know what that's like.
Right.
But there are things that you can do in kind,
Sure.
and they can reciprocate. There's always a deal.
Okay.
That's what business is,
Right.
making deals, right?
Right.
So there's ways to say no nicely.
Okay.
You have to know your worth.
Right. And I think that's the hard part, is there are people that I've personally met that are just starting and immediately charging. And for me, I was like, ooh, hold on, because you got to put in time. But then I'm like, but do you? Because it's still business, right? And if you have certain talent or education, right?
Yeah. I see a lot of, we're in the influencer world, right? Which I hate that word.
Me too. I say content creator.
And a lot of these younger ones that don't have a humongous following, sometimes that doesn't mean anything either. They want to charge $300-$400 for a post, and it's like, you know how many content creator influencers there are out there that'll do this for free? What is the wow factor? And I think that, you know, on the other end of things, right, a lot of the younger upcoming content creators, they want to be like everyone else that's established. And I think that's why there is difficulty in wanting to pay people who are.
Yeah.
Because they're doing it for free because they want to be in the light. And then there's those that just think, well, you know, I'm all over Instagram, so you're going to pay me $500, you know. And
or thousands.
Yeah. You know, and hey, some people will pay it, cool, like more power to them. But for me, it's not just about the money, it's about the message. It's about the message on like who I'm working with, how it's going to work out for the both of us.
Right.
It has to work for both sides.
Right. Yeah. It can't be one-sided.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, and I think that's another thing too for like the babies out there, the newbies, is like, you have to put in time and work and effort. And whether you get paid or not, it's a lot of work.
I don't think they realize that the time and effort, the non-paid time and effort is relationship building.
Yes.
I mean, we sit in a group with very well-known influencers here, and they've done amazing. They also each have a wow factor and relationships. And I don't just mean with us and one another. I mean in the city.
Right.
And that took years. And that's what the newbies don't get.
Right.
That part. It's more than looking cute on camera.
Oh, yeah.
It's way more than that.
Oh, yeah.
What are you doing boots on the ground to make this a thing?
Right.
And I think that our younger generation is so like into the digital world that they don't know how to do that part.
Right. And to me, like it's also, it's very important to forge relationships, meaningful relationships.
Yes, for sure.
Not just like, oh yeah, nice to meet you. Oh yeah, I met the owner of whatever.
Yeah.
No. If I can walk into multiple businesses and I give that person a hug because we've sat and we've talked and we've drank and we've eaten, we've whatever, that means more than money.
Oh, yeah.
Because like you said, at some point in time, right, they're going to say, hey, make sure you go with her, you know?
Well, that's how more money comes.
Right. Yes.
The relationships.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it's super important, like you said. And also, I mean, first impressions are everything, and impressions in general are everything. So how you treat people, San Antonio is very big, but it's very small.
Oh, yeah.
And
I agree.
so I'm like, cuidado, because who you say certain things to, what you say, it all comes back.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, just with that, like without gaining like, you know, too into it. But yeah, just, you know, just, you don't have to like everybody. You don't have to be best friends with everybody, but just keep it business, keep it professional, keep it cute.
Yeah.
You know, just do you. And
Yeah, for sure.
you know, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you've been in this long enough. Like,
yeah.
How do you deal with people that like always like have something to say?
You know what? I really don't deal with it at all. Nobody comes to me with the drama. I don't know if it's the resting bee face that I have.
They're like, no thanks.
People meet me and they're like, you're so nice, you're so down to earth. And I'm like, because I think they think I'm not. Because I'm always, you see me at events, I'm usually by myself. I stick to myself.
Yeah.
I've always been like that. And I'm actually, I guess, extroverted and introverted. I'm a little of both.
Same.
But usually when I'm at events, I know I am there and then I'm out.
Yeah.
Like, so I really don't get bothered with stuff. I don't know if that's good or bad.
No, I mean, it's a good thing. I just, you know, there are some people that just are offended by everything. And I'm like, how do you find the time and energy to be offended by everything?
Yeah. I've been very, very blessed and fortunate that on this media journey with my publication, I've gotten pretty much all good feedback.
Sure.
I get fan mail from all over the U.S., people that lived on the South Side, move away, and somehow, get wind of my publication, and they're like, oh my God, like, I miss home.
Yeah.
And it's because of this story, or I know so-and-so, and wow, they're grown up now. And so I get stuff like that. But as far as like negative or chisme or anything, I don't get none of that. Like none.
Good.
I don't know. Maybe people think I'm boring, so they don't want to include me in that stuff. I don't know, but I really don't have time for stuff like that.
For sure. But like any like negativity towards you, like how have you handled that?
I've gotten that in person from other women.
Okay.
And I think it's because I'm not a Me Too girl. I don't want to be like everybody else. Mm-hmm. Like, I just don't. And like, that's cool for those that want to be in their little clique.
Yeah.
But I just have so much on my plate. Like, I'm respectful. Like, if someone says, you know what, you hurt my feelings, or, I wanted to include you and you didn't want to come, or like, I'm very honest. I have 5 stepdaughters.
Oh, wow.
I have my children's book. My dog has his own TV segments that he's coming out on now.
Okay.
And interviews. Yeah, I had to sign a waiver for him, for
what?
my dog. I have book signings coming.
Awesome.
I'm also an aunt. I'm a daughter. Like, I mean, I'm very, very big on my family comes first.
Sure.
And then my business. Mm-hmm. And my business keeps me super busy. I serve on 5 boards.
Oh, wow.
Then there's that. So like, it's not on purpose that I don't want to be in the little crowds. I don't have time. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
so that's really how I handle it. I'm just honest and say like, I don't have the time. Like, I don't. And people tell me, man, you're everywhere. Yeah. And all over the US. It's not just here.
Yeah.
So I really haven't gotten like ugliness. It's more like people thinking that I don't want to join the group or go to the event, or they get their feelings hurt kind of stuff. And it's not on purpose. I genuinely don't have the time.
Yeah. I think intent is everything. So.
Yeah. And I try to be real supportive and show up, even if it's for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'll show up and do stuff, and then
And people don't understand that either, what it takes to show up. Like, you have to figure out, if not a sitter, you still got to get up, you got to get ready, you got to take your dog out, you got to get dressed. What am I wearing? Hair and makeup. Like, drive 20, 30 minutes just to be there.
I live out by Floresville.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
See, but just to be there to show face.
Yeah.
And so personally, I'm super appreciative of people that do show up for me, because I know I've been on the other side.
Yeah,
I'm always on the other side.
And I'm not saying I don't ever show up.
No, yeah.
But, I just have to be a little more selective now.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, the one thing you can't get back, or 2 things, is your time and energy.
Yeah.
So I'm very cautious now, more now so, about who I give that to and what I give that to.
Oh, especially with all the stuff you're in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I got time. Like, I love you, but how else can I support you? Mm-hmm. But I also make sure to like make it a point to reach out to people. Hey, look, I'm so sorry I can't make it for whatever reason.
Yeah, yeah.
But just like you said, stay honest. I'm sorry, I don't have the time. I don't have the energy. I don't have the emotional capacity.
I do these. I'm sure you've seen the quote. Check on your busy friends, or check on your strong friends. We're not all okay.
Yeah.
So like usually my Mondays and my Tuesdays, I'll send out random texts to my circle, mm-hmm. and say, "You good?"
Yeah.
That's it. And then here comes oh my God, I've been so busy about whatever, or no, I'm not good.
Yeah.
So I do always have those open lines of communication with the people in my life.
Yeah. And that's really important too, because as busy as you are, you also have to make time for the people that love you and that you love.
For sure.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't know that you had 5. That's a lot.
I have 5 stepdaughters. They range from 23 to 13.
Girl, how do you balance that?
With an agenda.
Yeah, right?
Dad and I are just involved in everything, making sure they're walking a straight line and doing good things. And I'm fully raising the younger 2.
Okay.
And they're involved in volleyball, color guard. I mean, all kinds of things at school. So I live by my calendar.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like I have to. And I want them to have opportunities too.
Of course.
And there are a lot of things, as you know, because you do this too, that you just take your family with you. Mm-hmm. Sometimes they have to come. Sometimes it's like, I'd love to go. I really want to go, but I need to bring my family with me.
Oh, yeah.
Or if I'm traveling out of state, weeks at a time, and then I'm going to events, like they're like, you're gone, but you're here.
Yeah.
So I try to bring them with me. At least I could spend time with them, and then I got to do what I got to do, but they're with me.
Right.
So I just kind of, I don't think there's a balance. I think there are boundaries, and you just have to put your priorities in order. So I don't know if it's a balance, because it's never the same.
No, yeah.
So you just got to work with what you got.
Yeah, day to day.
Yeah.
I think as long as they have a solid foundation of knowing that, like, you're there as much as you can be, you love them.
Yeah.
You'll do anything for them. You do try to spend time with them.
For sure.
That's stuff that they'll never forget.
Yeah. And they know, because I like to cook. That's my outlet. So I cook almost every day.
Yeah.
And that's like everyone's kind of catching up in the kitchen kind of thing.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Girl, I'm cooking and my kids are like, bye. And I'm like,
they
all
all
right.
like to sit in there, and then everyone's like trying to talk and tell me about, middle school drama or, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. I think because my older ones are boys. So they're like, yeah.
Oh, boys are different.
Yeah.
Boys don't care.
They're like, tell us when dinner's ready.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah. They don't.
I'm like, wait,
they
but
don't
how
want
was
to
your
talk.
day? Okay, bye. I'll see you.
Yeah. They don't want to. Boys don't want to talk.
Yeah.
I have brothers and nephews. Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Okay, good. It's a boy thing. It's not just my kid thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's
I'm
a boy
like,
thing.
I'm like, okay, but I love you. And they're like, yeah, I love
Less is
you too.
more. Less is more for boys.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. My daughter will just go.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's wild. That you balance so many things. Now, how is the publication going?
It's going really well. We're actually going to launch Live from the West Side and Live from the East Side.
Okay.
Not a separate publication. It'll be incorporated in Live from the South Side, because there's just no point in redoing a whole thing when it's doing very well.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we're just sharing those stories, and
I love that.
yeah, it's going really well. It's brought so many amazing people to my life.
Yeah.
And just learning about their upbringing and the things that they're trying to do and are doing. Yeah, it's all good stuff.
I love that. I love that you've incorporated other sides of town. Not North Side, and that's okay. We'll move past that. But
we cover the whole city.
Yeah.
But as far as focusing on underserved communities,
of course,
and not necessarily just the community itself, but the positive stories.
Yes.
That's what Life from the South Side's been doing. Mm-hmm. And so we want to do our neighbors, which are the South and the East and the West Side.
Yeah. I grew up on the East Side.
Okay.
Very smallish.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's super important to highlight the good things, because all you see are bad things.
And we don't leave the North Side out, because it's the North Side and surrounding towns and cities that are connecting to my underserved communities because of the positive stories, especially about the business owners. I have small vendors that started, doing little pop-up markets with me, and now they're doing corporate events.
Ooh.
Because they have a DBA and they have an LLC. So it's things like that for me that I love doing. It's not so much just the publication and owning a business, because at the end of the day, I'm a business owner too.
Sure.
But it's what it's brought to my community. So I plan on doing that with my other parts of town.
I love that.
Yeah.
And you're truly making an impact on the community.
I hope so.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work, but when you're doing it, you don't even think about it.
Right. You're just doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But your intentions are there.
Yeah.
And they're good intentions. And that's really what matters. Like, yes, your business, but you're also community oriented.
Yes. In fact, today I'm receiving one of those little libraries.
Oh, nice.
So the rural parts of the South Side don't have a library or a community center.
Really?
So I've teamed up with several organizations and businesses to launch little libraries throughout the rural parts of the South Side.
Okay.
I believe we have 9, and I'm compiling a list.
Okay.
So that way people can take a book, leave a book, snacks, whatever you want to put in it, because some of them have snacks. But I am working with the San Antonio River Authority to launch one in one of our parks in the outskirts of the South Side.
I love that.
So yeah, that's coming soon.
I love that.
Yeah, I'm
That's
very big
amazing.
on literacy. It connects with my youth writing program that I have attached to the publication.
Okay.
So we work with all the Southside located ISDs.
Okay.
3rd grade to senior year, and they have a chance to be a published journalist.
What? That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
I
So there's a
love
lot
that.
of things that people don't know about life from the South Side.
Yeah, I mean, spit it out, girl.
Yeah.
What else?
That's what it does. All the boards that I serve on, my publication is, pretty much a megaphone for those things. Like we work with Fin Addict Angler Foundation. They're from the South Side, and they teach families how to fish and how to respect nature and the animals. And everything is free. So they'll have events at like the Green Line or the Mission Reach on the river, and they literally teach them step by step how to bait the hook, cast,
Wow.
release, all that.
Okay.
And you talk about hundreds of families coming out to fish on Mission Reach. So not only are they bringing revenue to the South Side, because you're going to want to go eat Don Pedro's or El Chango Loco or whatever, right? All the little spots on the South Side. But you're also supporting this nonprofit that is spreading all this awareness on not only how to take care of our environment and nature, but to bond with your family.
Yeah.
Because if you want to go camping or hiking or fishing, anything like that, you bond with who you're with. So yeah, it's all those things for me.
I love that.
Yeah.
I didn't know
You look-
a lot of this. No, I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I want to take my kids. Like, that's amazing.
Yeah. And then I still get to dibble dabble in my cosmetology life.
I was gonna ask.
I serve on the Palo Alto Cosmetology Board.
Okay.
So I get to mentor and speak with some of the students on, the path that they want to take in the beauty industry. And then as a board, we also get to pick and choose, different product lines and different courses and protocols and things for the actual program. So I still get to have my hands in that.
Well, yeah, because that's your roots, right?
Yeah,
Can't let
yeah.
that go. What was your specialty in the beauty
Aesthetics.
industry? Yeah.
Acne.
Oh.
I worked on a lot of clients with really bad acne, and if they had any like cystic and really, really bad acne issues, I would send them to a dermatologist. But yeah, for the most part, it was acne, and I did a lot of Brazilian waxing.
Dang.
So I've seen a lot of cat in San Antonio, all parts of town. So yeah, that was my main thing.
Nice.
Aesthetics.
I love that. Would you ever go back to it? Or do you ever want to?
You know what? Sometimes I miss the people, but
Yeah.
now they're in my life in other ways. They're either advertising with me or they're connecting me with their, organizations or whatever. So I don't think that I would want to. My life is so different now. But I do miss it sometimes because it's fun.
Yeah. And
It's
then you
fun.
become like their therapist
Oh,
unintentionally.
Yeah,
You know,
I've heard a lot of stories.
you
I'm
know,
still
all
hearing
the
stories.
news-
They're
Yeah,
just
right.
a little different now.
You're like, girl, what? And then what?
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. No, because you're in the industry. Like, yeah, you connect with people and you become their ear or sometimes their shoulder to cry on if they're going through things.
For sure.
So I miss that part.
Yeah. No, my lash girl is absolutely my therapist unintentionally. And
Yeah.
I'm like, she knows more stuff than like than my
You're like,
family
girl,
knows.
we got to be friends forever
yeah,
now.
yeah. I'm like, you're going to the
Yeah.
grave with all of this
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
yeah.
I get it. I
Yeah.
get it.
So, what are you most looking forward to moving forward with everything you have going on?
I am working on for the new year to grow my team.
Okay.
That's the focus.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you want to have a team for every hat that you wear, or just
No, because some
Okay.
hats I'm keeping for myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you should.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just more of the admin stuff, the sales part, community reach out. There's only one of me. I can only be so many places at a time.
Right.
So those things. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just in my growth era.
I love
That's 2025 for me. I'm working on a plan, a strategic plan. Looking at my my services, taking out what doesn't work, adding what adding more of what does work. And then I have my own brand now. Like now I get paid to speak at events.
Yeah.
Or to visit, different cities and things like that. Not just for the publication, but on my own. So building a website for that now, which I never thought I would be doing again. And then my books. I wrote a book 6 years ago. And I just released a children's book that was inspired by Mitchell Lake Audubon Center, which is the only wetlands and nature preserve in San Antonio.
I did not know that either.
It's on the south side. Yeah, it's a migratory bird stop where they take a little pause in between their migratory pattern when they're going north to south. So you see everything from giant American pelican to spoonbill to, you name it, all kinds of finch, all kinds of coastal shoreline birds. And my little dog, Razoo, the book is titled Razoo in the Wetlands.
Oh.
He takes a tour at Mitchell Lake, gets lost, and learns a life lesson. So I actually have a book signing coming up November the 2nd at Mitchell Lake. I'll send you the information. But yeah.
Congratulations.
So now I have that going.
So how many books do you have?
2.
Okay. And then do you have a third one you're going to be working on?
I do.
Of course.
I do. That one's more Southside related.
Really?
Yeah.
You want to give a little...
It's kind of a guide to the South Side.
Really?
I already have everything. It's just all over the place. So I'm going to compile it in one. It's almost done.
Okay. Is the dog included?
No, he's not included. This is
that would
more,
be cute.
No. This is more of a formal guide to visit.
Yeah.
And that was inspired by my travels because I do a lot of travel. And there's always some kind of guide to where you're staying.
Yeah.
So this is Southside focused.
I love that.
Yeah.
What's your favorite place on the South Side?
I don't have one. Oh my goodness.
Favorite taco place?
Okay, I'm an awful Southsider because I am not big on tortillas.
Oh, I'm not either.
I'm just not.
Okay, so favorite plate?
Oh, so Susana's Mexican restaurant.
Okay.
They were originally on the cusp of the South and the West Side off Zamora.
Okay.
It's a mother and son duo. Well, now the son has his own place on the South Side on Flores.
Okay.
And they made a live from the South Side plate.
Really?
So I love enchiladas. Funny because I'm not a big tortilla person, but I like enchiladas.
They're corn. It's fine.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm not big on flour tortillas.
Yeah.
There we go.
Uh-huh.
And they make bomb. I don't know. I can cuss
you can
on this
cuss.
show.
You can cuss. Yeah.
Well, they make bomb ass enchiladas. But I love them all. So they have this enchiladas verde, which is with the tomatillo and the chicken. And then they have a mole one. And then they have the regular cheese and beef. So they made a live from the Southside plate and it has one of each.
Ooh.
With rice and beans.
Okay,
that's my favorite
sampler.
plate. It's good.
Okay.
There's no way I can finish it all, but
yeah,
it's good. That's my
refried
favorite
or
plate.
churro?
I like both. It depends on my mood.
Which one's on the plate?
The refried.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I'm a sucker for churro beans, but I like if it doesn't have wheat in it.
Oh,
yeah.
Or like food truck beans with all the junk.
Yeah.
Yes,
I need to see the tomato, the onion, the cilantro, and then I'm like, ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
that's like a meal.
Right? It literally is.
If they put the wiener and the sausage and all. Yeah,
Hell
that's like a little meal.
I got to cut. This is so random, but I was out this past weekend. And I was like, do y'all have churro beans? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, do they have wiener? And the girl was like, yes. And I was like, yes. So I was like, give me a cup. And I was so excited.
It gives it a different flavor.
It really does. I was so excited.
That's funny.
But yeah, okay.
So my favorite places on the South Side, gosh, I don't really have one, but I do spend a lot of time where there's outdoor art.
Okay.
So like Confluence Park, Árbol de Vida, which is a huge tree.
Okay.
Look that up. Take your kids there.
Okay.
It's a huge, huge tree with sculptures hanging down from it, made from artists all over the place.
Really?
Beautiful.
How do I not know?
Yeah. You got to visit my site, girl.
I know.
Read my magazine up.
I know.
And there's just outdoor art all over Mission Reach. But they're hidden. Like there's a piece called Whispers. And it's like, like a royal purple and yellow and blue. It looks like fire coming out of the ground. It's beautiful.
Really?
I'm very big on art. I mean, obviously, I'm a writer.
No, yeah.
I like the arts.
No, I am too. I'm sad that I didn't know about.
I'm gonna send you.
This.
I have a link in case that shared this. Hidden gems on the South Side, and it's all these places.
Yeah,
and they're free.
I'll definitely.
And they're
check
good
them out.
photo ops too.
Yes, for the gram.
Yes, yes. Beautiful
Okay.
places.
Yeah.
So I do spend a lot of time like that. As much as I'm out, it looks like I'm out all the time on my social media. I like the quiet.
You know, I'm getting to that.
It's age.
I'm like, I feel like I did, for what, 4 years, 5 years. I'm like, I did the like constant. Like,
Oh, girl,
out, like,
I was there too.
yes, like every day. It was like pendejadas. I mean, not really, but it was like actual,
Yeah,
like, networking and all of that and
Yeah.
like drinking and eating and all that, having a great time. But now I'm like, I really enjoy like peace and solace and like being at home and, with the kids and, just more.
Yeah.
More of that. They're getting older. I want to make sure that, because they're like, okay, where are you going now?
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, I have an interview. I have a podcast. I have this. I have that. Blah, 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 blah. And especially when I was like Riverwalk Queen, then I was like just taking the crown everywhere.
Oh, you're
and, like,
probably everywhere.
super busy.
Yeah.
And I try to take them places, but some places just are not kid friendly.
Yeah.
Or there's too many people and I don't want my kids there. But anyway.
There's a lot of things that I get to do with the boards that I serve on, especially I serve on the Pink Berets, and they provide resources for female veterans who have been sexually traumatized in the military.
Okay.
I teach a wellness class,
Okay.
and it's all beauty, and they get to pair up with someone and do a face mask and all kinds of fun stuff. But
Nice.
it's a self-care inside and out kind of little class that I do. And it's in Brownwood, Texas. We go fishing, we go hunting. Because a lot of people don't know this. I go fishing and hunting.
Okay.
Yeah. I just came back. That's why my arms are like that, all peeling.
Yeah.
I was fishing in Baffin Bay
Okay.
all day long.
Dang.
Wade fishing.
Yeah.
So
That sounds
I'm
like fun.
I'm real outdoorsy.
Yeah. I'm not,
Yeah.
but I like fishing.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
do the hiking, all of it. The camping, I grew up with boys.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. And thankfully my stepkids like all that stuff because their dad likes all that. So it works out.
I've never gone camping in my life.
It's an adventure. Do it in the fall.
Yeah, definitely not in the summer.
because you will not survive.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I
Yeah.
do like glamping.
Yeah, that's not camping.
If I if I can go
not
into
camping.
somewhere where there's an AC unit and a shower, like
yeah,
I'm
no.
good.
I'm talking like roughing it out.
I will.
Yeah.
One day.
You have to do it one day.
One day. Yeah.
It's actually fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
In the fall.
In the fall.
Okay.
Yeah, not in the summer.
Okay, so favorite place to camp?
I like the Frio River
Okay.
because it's beautiful, and there's no signal out there,
Oh, okay.
like barely any.
Okay.
Yeah, you will not have anything.
Perfect.
I'm fine with that. It takes the first day like you're checking your phone. It's just looping, or it has the X, right? Mm-hmm. And then you're like, you know what? I don't care because I'm here and
Yeah.
it's beautiful. And
Yeah.
you want to take a shower, you just jump in the river.
I mean, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I had my kids, for sure.
Yeah.
But like not having my kids, I have to have signal, like in case anything
Oh,
happens.
yeah, for
like,
sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I don't know how your kids would do it without a signal, though. They're phone people.
They're not. I
Okay.
mean, they're not like,
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good, though.
Yeah, no, because I'm
Yeah.
like, hey, screen time, chill.
Yeah.
You know, like talk, go outside, go play.
Yeah.
like, go whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we go through detoxes in my house.
Mm-hmm.
And they have to read a book. They have to have a book all the time. Yeah.
Well, my oldest is an artist.
Okay.
So he's
so then he
Yeah.
doesn't care about that. He
No.
probably is more into his stuff.
he's all about his music though, like his
Okay.
Spotify. So he always has his headphones, but he's like drawing, sewing, painting, like
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's good.
yeah. So I'm like, yeah, more of that. Yeah.
Yeah, more of that. No,
Right?
I am with you on that.
Yeah. So no, I definitely want to take him to some of these places that you're
Yeah.
talking about and
Do
share them.
the fishing thing.
Yeah. No, I want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. The rods
It's
are in the
free.
garage. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down.
And they provide everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just
the
show up with your
just show up. No, just show up.
No rods.
No, they even everything.
Really?
Yeah, rod, reel. They're certified through Texas Parks and Wildlife as actual angler instructors.
Okay.
So they're the real deal.
And when does that take place again?
If you go to finaddictanglerfoundation.org, you'll see a list of their events. I think they have one coming in September.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
And it's on Mission Reach
Okay.
on the south side.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Are there like hotels or like little cottages or something that like where you can do a staycation but on the south side?
There's a cluster of hotels right by Brooks. There's the Embassy, there's a Hampton, a Fairfield. There is one, look this up, it's called the River House.
River House.
And it's literally on Mission Reach.
Okay.
It probably fits about 9-10 people. It has a loft in it. It's an old antique home.
Oh, cute.
It has a basement.
Okay.
So the kids love it.
Yeah.
And it's the property, and it's gated. Like, it's, no one can bother you there. It is in the back of Mission San Juan, and it is beautiful. You don't even know it's there.
Really?
You don't even know it's there because
Okay.
it's got this huge gate and all this, shrubbery and landscaping kind of hiding it.
Okay. I love that.
It's beautiful.
Okay.
You have to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I would
just need, like, a
recommend that
list.
over a hotel any day.
Oh yeah, of course.
Because you can just run around the property, have your bike. There's a little, like a little teeny pool to kind of sit and chill in. They have a huge swing in the back where like 3 people can fit on it.
Oh,
like a big
cute.
square swing.
Yeah, yeah.
But the property alone is just really pretty.
Really.
And the river's right there.
Okay. So I just need a list
Yeah.
of all the places I have to go visit and go see and take my kids to, or whatever staycation. That'd be super cute.
It's an adventure. And I think what I really liked about staying there was the house itself. The kitchen is really pretty. I'm a big cook, so the kitchen's very pretty, but they have this really cool like basement, like old time basement.
Yeah.
And then a loft. So everyone was like, I'm gonna sleep up there. Well, I want to sleep down there. So everyone just kind of like, yeah.
That's
And
so
the master bedroom is in the middle of all of it.
cool. Okay.
So like, if you gotta keep an eye on kids, like
Yes.
you're in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that. I'm excited now.
Yeah.
I want to
You
go see
gotta
all
check
these
it out.
places. I want
Yeah.
to do all these things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. So how do people find you, follow you, reach out to you?
They can find me on all social media at Southside SATX and at April May Media, and my website, livefromthesouthside.com. They can subscribe to my publication free. It comes out every first of the month. So yeah, I'm pretty easy to find. They can Google me.
Yeah, just Google. Yeah. If there's anything I can ever do to help, which I doubt that I could help, but if there's anything I can do to help spread the word or whatever it is,
Yeah, no, absolutely.
please let me know or
Likewise,
be involved in.
you're doing some good stuff too.
I'm trying, girl.
Yes,
one
yes,
day at a
yes.
time. But I'm like,
Yes.
yeah, with no like actual super goal in mind. I'm just like, I just want to live life and share it.
Well, once you get to my age, you'll start eliminating. You don't have to worry so much about the initial goal.
Yeah.
It's great to have goals,
Yeah.
right? But it's okay if you don't. Just keep working and keep being happy. I'm very big on, you asked about the many hats. It's they all have to be happy hats,
Okay.
or they get thrown out.
For sure.
They get thrown out and burned. Like I'm very big on feeling good and being happy. And if I'm not happy doing something, I don't do it.
It makes sense.
So that doesn't take a goal. You just got to be happy.
Yeah. Oh no, that's my everyday goal.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, as far as like content creation, because people are like, oh, where do you want to go with this? I'm like, I don't know. I just want to share.
Yeah.
And like,
Just be you. That's the
Yeah.
wow factor because you're you.
Yeah.
You stick to being you.
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't be anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here. Do you have anything that you want to say to friends, family, fans?
No, just thank you everyone for your continued support, and thank you for having me on your show. This was fun.
Of course. Yeah. No, it's my pleasure. Long time coming. We still need to work together to some capacity, collaborate.
Now that you know
something.
that I was in aesthetics.
Yes, yes. I'm like, hold on, I need to pick your brain for a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, thank you guys for watching. Thanks to Vodpa Media for housing and producing, and to Latina Podcast Network. Again, for having me on your network, guys, make sure that you like, share, follow, support local everything, and my friend April. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys next time.
Bye.